Welcome to Home of Our Stars, and this is season 2, and we went legendary status on this one because we thought, you know what, let's get the people whose shoulders the entire industry is standing on. And my guest today has been in over 100 productions as an actor. Now, if we speak writer, over 150, 4 decades in the industry, you're thinking, but I thought the industry is just like 2 decades old. Nah, fam. Welcome. You catch him every single week on Pearl Magic Prime, and PM Local in Beloved. I've got to ask, is it beloved or beloved? Welcome, Andrew Benon Kibuuka.
Thank you.
This is Home of Our Stars, and you're a real star.
Okakasa.
Yeah, Nkakasa.
That's good.
A star is the years as well.
Okay.
Man, you have to keep proving. Things change and you're still in the game.
This idea of time will tell.
Time has told.
Must have passed it.
You did. 4 decades? I thought it was 30 years.
No, 40 years.
40 years.
But what is scaring is that still going.
40 years and counting.
Still going.
So we look back because I've had a conversation with you before, I feel like you stumbled into the industry. You were with friends, you were acting. Is it Kampala Drama Actors?
Yes, Kampala
And
Drama
the
Actors.
founder decided to go in exile.
Yeah, to go to exile.
And the story never, from that it's history.
That is history. He left. He was the brains of the group, Kampala Drama Actors, main writer, main actor, everything.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, he went into exile. Very far, Nairobi.
I like that, very far. Because someone is thinking, man, Nairobi, tujijoga kati.
During those days, it was very far.
Because we're talking about the 80s?
Yes, 1981.
1981.
Yes.
So at the time, you were how many? 5 or 6 guys starting out? Already in the group?
Already in the group, there were many.
Yeah.
But at least 3 of us, me, Aloysius Mutov-Joy, and Charles James Nkubuge,
right.
We had been together at Kampala High School.
Yes.
And we had acted in the school drama club.
Right. And formed a friendship as well.
And we formed that friendship. So Matov was already in a certain group called Kampala Drama Actors.
Right.
So when we finished our senior 6, he encouraged us to go to that group.
Yes.
Just as getting...
Come and see.
Yeah, to be occupied during our work. Okay? So as we were there, Gubra...
That's why I said you stumbled upon the industry.
The director left.
I asked you this some time back, and I said, you stumbling upon such a thing and becoming big, there's the business end of things, as you came to learn. Then there's just tugende ku stage tukole show. Who taught you the business end of things?
The business end of things, I would say, we taught it by ourselves.
Right.
When we were at Kampala High School, we performed a play called The Road by Wole Soyinka as a way of passing our literature.
Right.
It was one of the plays, one of the set books. It was not very easy. Wole Soyinka is not a very easy writer.
Yep.
So we thought the best way of getting Wole Soyinka is to act out the play.
That way you remember it.
Yes.
You memorize it.
Yeah, and we did.
Smart.
So when we acted it out, we went from Kampala High School. We went to Caltech Academy, I remember.
So you're taking the play on the road?
Yes, exactly.
The road, Hollywood before we were
exactly. So we took that play to different schools.
And were people paying? Were kids paying?
And they were paying. Oh. And we were making some money.
Okay.
Senior 6, then all of a sudden, you find yourself with some money, which you don't know what to do with.
Right.
Okay? Buy a watch, buy a trouser, buy what, buy what.
Okay.
So when we teamed up again, we realized that somebody could make some money out of this industry.
But it was Kampala Drama Actors.
It was Kampala Drama Actors.
It then became Bakayimbira Drama Actors.
Yes, when Katete, that was the founder, left, we changed the name from Kampala Drama Actors to Bakayimbira Drama Actors.
Yeah.
Because this one, we didn't have any claim on it.
Yeah. It wasn't yours.
It wasn't ours.
Yeah.
It was for him. And then there are other people who were in the group who did not team up with us, who also went their different ways. Some went as far as Masaka and other areas, and they were also acting the same plays.
Right.
And some using also the same name.
Oh.
Former Kampala Drama Actors. Former Kampala Drama Actors. So you
wanted to distance yourselves from
so
anything Kampala Drama Actors.
Ourselves Bakayimbira Drama Actors in 1982. We joined with Mike Akandi, who was a bit older than us, was already working. The rest is history.
So you said that, there was no competition because everybody either was watching you guys or was watching a band.
Yeah. There was no entertainment competition.
Right.
Theater was by then the only form of decent entertainment.
Yeah.
During those days, there were no film halls. There were no nightclubs.
We didn't have smartphones.
No
to keep us busy on
smartphones.
TikTok.
Television would close at 10 p.m. Radio would close at midnight.
Imagine that.
Yeah. So there was no entertainment. Newspapers, one paper, 8 pages, all black and white.
Right. So you were the only form of entertainment. But even then, you weren't staging shows on the weekends only?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
But funny enough, because of the insecurity in those times, we would perform at 10 a.m.
Okay.
in the morning, Saturday and Sunday, and 2 p.m.
and that's
only.
And close off.
By 5,
everybody should have gone.
You go with the audience. You are found in the seat at 6:30.
What are you doing?
Everybody says, Gumu sings, what was he doing in the city that at 6 in the night?
A lot has changed.
What are you doing in the city?
A
lot has changed.
Yeah.
So now, and the soldiers of those days, did not enjoy drama.
Okay.
Mainly it was in Luganda. And they spoke Swahili mainly.
Right.
They did not understand the language. They did not enjoy it.
They were not your target market.
Exactly. So they enjoyed discourse.
Right.
So that is why it was closed.
Now when they see you on TV, back in the day when you say theatre, even the theatres weren't many. So it wasn't like we had options, that we had 6, 7, 8 theatres to come to watch.
The main theatre definitely still was the National Theatre. And it was not easy at all getting a booking there.
How come? Because you're many people?
Yeah, it has 52 weekends. And there were many drama clubs. I remember we had more than 500 drama clubs.
Trying to get a spot.
To
showcase, yeah.
I remember our case when we started in 1982. It took us almost 3 years to break. And every quarter, National Theatre has 4 quarters. Yeah. We would apply to be finally accepted that, yes,
come and
these young boys can now come and stage a performance in the National Theatre.
Wow. Then I guess that's why Pearl Magic and Pearl Magic Prime is good, because then people just have access to what you do quickly.
Exactly.
When you said a lot has changed, I'm bringing us to now when people see you on Beloved and they're like, oh, you're Mumanyi from stage, and then there's a leap onto television. Even your career in TV film has grown. A lot has sort of changed. Even the people you're with, the teams you're with.
Benon. Kiki ekigenda maaso? Eki? Subi, are you okay?
Ettaka yamunzigulirewo.
Benagulawo?
Chanel amusibidde ebisumuluzo n'abitwala.
Maybe you can paint a picture for you, the things you've looked at and thought, oh, Tuvudewala, you know, in terms of maybe the people who are on set, how the sets are, how productions are commissioned. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, definitely. I remember when we first tried to film our production, it was Agalia Makola, written by Charles Nkubugi, put on TV.
Yeah.
The cameraman came with his camera, one, and then 2 microphones, and he put them on the stage. We at the National Theatre. Right. And we started performing.
With his one camera?
With his one camera. And he's filming. And then at the end, he left very happy. Then he called us the next day after viewing what he had done. Yeah. Said, I have more of your feet than your voices.
And your faces.
Than your He had picked more footwork than the voices.
Because the cameras are on the bottom.
The microphones are on the stage.
Yeah.
As we move around, stamping
all you can hear is stamping of feet.
Exactly.
Oh dear.
Kabwejungira omwami katukyaza omukulu abiyasa. ogenda okusobola kutedinga abibya amasa kusibira budasa bupya daddy.
So all those experiences, when I see where we are now, ngamba,
Yeah.
to food the world.
And what would you do in such a case? Because isn't the TV expecting for you to give a production?
Nothing
filmed?
to do. Nothing to do.
Because you can't repeat live plays.
Yeah, but we had to.
Really?
We had to stage another one.
Just to get it filmed?
Yes. And when we had just started filming, I remember it was Chigenya Genya.
Yes.
Jamba fane.
Hey, Sergeant Impima.
Yes sir, gemanya gange.
Hey, rofunanga promotion tebakuza ngochali sergeant.
Sikulanga kali gino emyaka 19 ndi eno nga sivunye promotion yonna. Fe bya promotion tuli abiwulire ndiye mu kibuga bakuzeza gundi ne bagundi ne bakuza fe twabyera biradda mwatuvaako.
Kati no nzije eyo.
Ngokoze ki?
Nzije eyo.
Wa.
Nzija ku misinde gy'amasomero.
Gojeno?
Nzija.
Ekigenya?
Waliwo kye mumpeka?
Afande. Tubadde tukwetegekedde.
Kiki mutayagala ndabe?
Tewaliwo kitwayagala olabe.
Mwagala kwewagula?
Tewali yewagudde mukama wange.
Nja kujja nonzija. You would rush to take the episode at around 6, which was showing at 9.
Yeah. Imagine that.
So when I see now whereby Pearl Magic must have about 30 episodes in advance.
Yep. Before they air.
Before they air. No tricks, no mistakes.
Yes.
And that development, for us, we would take the episode in the morning. That was very normal.
And it's going to show in the night.
It was showing in the night.
Yeah.
After midday. There was a time when we delayed. I remember Senkubuga rushing to take the episode without even viewing it.
Oh dear.
From
so
his
you're
pocket.
shocked with the viewer. You're shocked with the viewer. Like,
exactly.
Also bad.
Then say, that one passed. Look at that. That was a
I
mistake.
think that's the thing about standards. Standards have also changed.
A lot.
Right? The standards you're setting for yourselves as the talent. And now I want you to speak for that, but also speak on the standards the viewer is setting for you. Because that's your audience, that's your market, that's who you're selling, what you're selling to.
You just find that you have to compete. Because now the world has become one global village.
Yes.
What is being shown in America, in India, in Nigeria, must compete
it's
with
not a
what is
Ugandan
here.
standard,
It's a world standard.
Yeah.
Because you know how the Nigeria came in.
Yeah.
So if we had to remain where we were, people are not watching Bina Uganda.
Right.
People are not watching because the Nigerians had set a standard. So for us to compete, we also had to move above that. And I think we have done it.
But I mean, when Nollywood became what it did, viral in this country, you were already in the industry, for example. You had productions out, and you're saying Ugandans weren't necessarily watching our content, but choosing to watch Nollywood. But some of the Nollywood work wasn't that far from what we were doing. The quality wasn't superseding what we were doing. What was that thing that we did for people to start appreciating, Ugandans appreciating their own productions?
I think before the Nollywood came in, we didn't have much competition.
Right.
You might think you're
doing a good thing.
You're doing a good thing.
Yeah.
But then when you see what your friend is doing, that is when we realize that, hey, I'm not as good as
I think I
thought.
am.
Yes. So what we are doing, we are not very serious with our work, I would say.
Okay, that's honest.
Taking you a bit back, taking you a bit back to theatre.
Yeah.
During those years, theatre was the in thing. There was no competition.
Yeah.
When competition came, theatre was not ready
To grow.
to grow. So theatre was left behind.
Right.
Okay? So that is what happened. The Ugandan filmmakers,
Were comfortable.
you are comfortable because
Demand was higher.
the demand was high.
Right.
But then when the Nigeria came in, when Hollywood came in,
Right.
and people realized that, hey, somebody can really put up a film which is competing with Hollywood, they stopped buying our works.
Right.
So we had also to,
Up your game.
yes, definitely.
Before we go into Beloved, I mean, I want to know, because 4 decades is a long time, Mami Kibuuka. And it's home of our stars, and we always want to know, we can tell you you're a star, but you have to feel it, that you're a star. Is there a moment in your career where you thought, okay, I'm popular? You know, where your work you felt has gone beyond the 10 people in front of me that I can see when the light hits on stage?
Yeah, it happens when you move around. Everybody calls you.
And you don't know them.
You do, definitely.
Yeah.
When you are driving,
Yeah.
when you are walking, you go to a function, you see function at a standstill.
Because of you.
Yes, people are laughing. Then the invitations you get for functions, people say,
Right.
people who want to associate with you.
Yeah.
So you just have to realize.
Just itamu buyisi. Bambi.
People who want selfies
Yeah.
and what have you.
Yeah.
So you just have to realize that maybe Siri wa bulijjo naye.
Have the fans changed? Fan wedda ne fan waka kati wa Kibuuka. Olabawo difference. Kubanga tuli mu generation zombi.
Meka sisatu.
Okay. Generation zonna. Oli mu generation zonna.
Yes.
Bafanda abo bagenze bakiwukamu mpola mpola.
Yeah, definitely. You get new fans with everything. When I was with Dube Sempata, there was a certain category. When we are on stage in theater, a certain category. Then when we go to Beloved, still you find there is another fan base, which you have created. People who know you. It is a good thing for me that I've moved from almost all angles.
Yes.
After 40 years, I've seen it all.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, and the ugly of the industry.
Yeah.
Everything.
amaaso gakyago galukwata kuba buli agatunula mugamu wamba oli kimuli kya bula oli kawala akampisa nange ndi kalenzi kabe.
Definitely, yeah, the fans, they change, but not for the worse.
The better.
For the better.
That's a good thing. You were talking to me about the things that happen on set that stall productions. That, you know, when we see Beloved on TV, we're like, hey, he's doing well, you know, the show looks good. But to get that production on air takes work.
Yeah, there are some unsung heroes. For you, it is us whom you see.
The stars.
The stars. And you don't get beyond us.
Yes.
But we who are there,
you know.
We know what we go through.
Right.
My colleague in Beloved, Moses Rubogo, we've known each other for a long time, almost 30 years. But for him, he was not very much in this. He was in fine art.
Right.
When he came and starred in this one, he said, now I understand what a film is.
Right.
It is this demanding.
Yeah.
These people here do this sort of work. The people behind the cameras, the writers, the editors, makeup artists, the props, everything. Because for me, when I'm going to perform, I just go as I am.
Yeah.
The costume department, they know what I'm supposed to put
You're
on.
a star, Benon Kibuuka. You're not supposed to know those things.
The props, I go on set. If I need a stick, if I need a cut,
someone will have figured it out.
Must put it there.
Right.
Okay. So for me, you see me, but there are so many unsung heroes behind the movie, behind the film, on set.
Absolutely. It is still Home of Our Stars. I have Andrew Benon Kibuuka. When I said legendary status, I went for the top. We'll be back in just a bit. Want to find out more about his character on Beloved and just what it means to have non-negotiables as an actor. We'll be back.
I know none of you has ever liked the idea of working at the office, ever. But I like you to think of how you can add value there in your own way, just like your brother. These are your prime years. Please, don't waste them. You don't want to be my age, and you have nothing to show for it. My children, do you remember the story I told you about unity?
Sticks in a bundle unbreakable.
That's something Dylan of a few months would not remember. Right. You are unbreakable if you are together.
We love you too, Daddy.
Welcome back. It's season 2 of Home of Our Stars, and I've got the star himself, the star of stars of the stars. Because 4 decades, you've seen the industry go from its low, it existed, then it has grown to what it is today. You are on Beloved.
Yes.
That is every Monday to Friday in Pearl Magic Prime. And you told me, Flavia, it's not Beloved, it's Beloved.
Beloved.
Oh, why Beloved? Why are we saying it our own way?
Ask Nathan.
So does he insist that it's Beloved?
It has to be Beloved.
Really? Okay. To Jeffuna Nathan and Joanna. But how did you get onto the show?
I think it was when I joined by accident somehow.
Okay.
Because I understand there was a character who was supposed to take on the role of Roman Kalisa in Prestige.
Right.
And I think he disappointed them once, twice, 3 times, not coming for shooting.
Yeah.
Nathan is a friend of my young brother, Eddie Sandy. So I think he talked to him that, can your brother come? So Eddie said, well, I will talk to him. So Eddie told me that, can you get time to do this? And they said, well, why not?
Right.
So I met Nathan.
You had never worked with Nathan, who's director and, you know, right?
Yeah, he's the
Prestige and Beloved.
He's the big boss. Okay.
That's the best way to describe Nathan. When it comes to PMP, PM Loco and all of that, he's
the big
behind some of
boss
the big
with
shows. But you had never worked together?
No.
Okay.
That was our first time.
Meeting.
So we met, we talked, and he was offering good money. So I said, why not?
I love it. You're like, forget the character, the money.
Yes. So I went in, and I think they were impressed.
How do you audition someone like Benon Kibuuka?
I don't. You either know me and you like me and you take me for what I am, but I fear auditions.
Okay.
You go for auditions, mwana omutagenda kuwangulireyo.
Hakulagireko
bwerere. Nkaddiye.
You just said, let me look at the role, I can do it.
Philip Ruswata has ever embarrassed his director. I won't say who the director is. Philip Ruswata, still a young man. They went for auditions with his boss. Philip Ruswata chiyakola boss.
From Madenoga Abino.
Sunze. You either like me, you know what I can,
or you leave it.
Or you leave it. So that's how it was. I didn't audition.
Okay, so that means you met Nathan when he was still doing Prestige.
Exactly.
So you're walking into PMP or any of the Pearl Magic shows was through Prestige.
Through Prestige.
Okay.
Yeah.
So working together was good. Clearly.
It was good. I think they were impressed with his team.
Right.
And so when they started Beloved, they invited me without auditions.
Of course, no auditions. What's different? Because, you know, a lot of actors say, oh, you know, when Pearl Magic Prime decided to commission some of these shows, it brought the standard up. Even what you talked about, the Kamani changed.
Definitely.
Everything changed. What is that everything that changed?
The style, the professionalism. I have ever featured in an international movie sometime in April, which was about the atrocities of Rwanda. It brought in an American, Idris Elba. He was the main actor. So at least I've rubbed shoulders with those. The director and everything, the Nathan of that one was from France and connected to Hollywood. We shot it in Kigali and several other places.
Right.
Rwanda's beautiful. They say that God built it, and this is where he comes to sleep.
It was not the easiest choice to shoot there, but I couldn't imagine shooting this film anywhere else. It was not an easy situation sometimes for some of the people working with us.
So I saw what they were doing. So when I see what we are doing with Beloved, with Pearl Magic, it's, if not the same, this is even bigger.
Wow.
Okay, this is even bigger. And if you see our picture level, our sound, our everything, the professionalism in making Beloved, definitely
is different.
Is
Does
different.
that make you proud as a Ugandan who's been in the industry for that long? When you get on set, no ever change you.
A lot. I've got relatives and friends all over the world, and when they see our work, They say there is no difference. Somebody was asking us whether are you really shooting in Uganda?
In Uganda.
Are you serious? The people behind the cameras and the production are Ugandans?
Yeah.
Or you got some people from Hollywood and doing this? People can't believe.
Wow.
People can't believe the setting, everything is Ugandan. But I said, well, that's power magic.
Yeah.
We have a saying, good money makes good art.
Ooh.
And good art makes good money.
Ooh.
So, but the question always is, what comes first? We don't want it to be like the case of the chicken and the egg.
Yeah.
Which came first?
So you don't want the good art to look for the good money. Then when it finds the good money,
So I think that is where power magic solved it.
Yeah, it blocked the
brought
gap.
in good money.
To
and
make good art.
definitely the good money is making good art.
Wow. Yeah, and I want to know about characters because you're just as Kaya on Beloved. You were Kalisa on Prestige. Characters, I mean, because you don't audition, of course, sir. But they give you the script. No lava character, no jisoma, no tegeda, okay. Yeah, I can manage this, I can't manage that.
The writers are good. Oh, Nathan is good.
Right.
The script gives you, the script shapes you.
Right.
Okay. Definitely you put in an additional effort as a character, as a person.
What's your art process like to bring out a character? Because they're different characters. Talking about we're the same character in every single thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that the script writers of Beloved are good. They give you the dialogue, so it's your duty with your director. There is a director there on set. There is a script director.
Oh.
There are several people, many people.
Okay.
Many people. You find we are 3 people, but you have about 20 people behind you.
Like a machine, a well-oiled machine.
Yeah. Those are the unseen stars, the unmentioned stars. Abanuma.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're doing a lot of work to make sure.
They're doing a lot of work to make sure that we come out as we are.
Has that changed? Because when you're in theatre, you said the dialogue is important because the scriptwriter has written great content for you to then bring out. But when you're on stage, it's almost like improv. You have to ogata what the script or Gina.
Yeah.
There's a lot of improv in there. Is it better this way or when you can improv your own words?
You can with theatre, but not very much.
Yeah.
Actually, when we are performing in theatre, we advise our performers that not everybody has the right to change. If you are with Bakayimbira, yes. If you are not Kibuuka, you're not Kibuuka, you're not Lakacho, you're not Matovu, you don't dare.
Please don't
you
improv.
go as the script because you can
grab
improve.
Your script.
Yeah, exactly. You can try to improve and you kill it.
Yes.
It's easy with film. Okay. It's good because they film and they edit. So, if you bring out something which is not good, the director or the script supervisor can tell you that, stick to this. Yours is also good, but let us try this one.
This one is better.
This one is better. So...
You talked about the money. That means there is, because before, when, this industry, even 10 years ago, by the way, most people would have told you, Temoni said. Unless you're Benon Kibuuka and you have Bakayimbira Drama Actors and you are making money behind the scenes, not just on stage as an actor. But I feel like now there's a shift, even the person on stage is making money.
Yeah, even then, money was there. But the problem was the big bosses then,
Benon
of those years did not want to do what? To tell their performers
that there's money.
They tell them there is no money. Here you come
the money stops up.
Exactly. Yeah. Here you have come to make friends, to build your talent. You did not come here for money. Yet for him, he's doing what?
Making money.
He's making
That's
money.
unfair.
I think that was one of the problems why groups failed. It's like having a shop and you tell your workers that we're not here to make money. We are just making friends. If we're making friendships, I'll give away a shirt at 5,000, which you brought here at 10,000.
Yeah.
And we are making friends. But now, anybody who is serious must pay his or her employees.
Yes.
If you want
great
value,
talent and good value,
exactly. And I can assure you, Power Magic. I don't know whether it is Power Magic or it is Nathan.
Good money, good art.
Good money. good art.
It can't just be easy. You're making it sound very rosy. Nathan gave me a character. I got on set and everything.
But that is me.
That's
it
you.
It is not very easy with everybody. Other people tell me different stories when they're on set. Hey, if we auditioned. Oh,
but I can't audition.
I had to wait. I can't believe I got it.
Yes. And for you, like, okay.
One told me, that one took my part, but no problem.
Bambi.
At least I also got another one.
Bambi. Is there any challenge on set? I mean, I can assume after 40 years, they can call you in your sleep and you'll still be able to pull off a character, but anything tough?
Yeah, a lot. A lot. Cramming those lines is not easy.
Right.
You can go on a set when you have 13 scenes in a day. And much as you might have tried to read earlier, you definitely can't.
Yeah.
Okay. So cramming the lines, acting itself, it's not easy to bring out what the people see, which is good, definitely.
Yeah. Is there a character you've had and is closer to the Andrew Benon Kibuuka than we know? Because, it's hard, because there are people who look at you and based on what they've loved seeing you in, they might think that's you. But is there a character you have, acted and believed, oh, no, me and him are close?
Incidentally, I would think just as Kaya can try to come a bit close.
The character you have today, Beloved, is almost like the real you.
One, he's a workaholic.
Okay, which is you?
Which is me.
Okay.
I rarely spend time at home.
This is a holiday right now when you're on vacation.
Exactly. Might have told you one time that I first had Christmas with my family during COVID.
All
for
those
the last
years,
40 years.
You were working through Christmas.
Throughout Christmas, Eid, Easter, everything. Just as Kaya loves his children.
Right.
And I love my children.
Okay.
He's a family man.
Which you are as well.
Though Mrs. Justice Kaya is completely the opposite of Mrs.
Of
Kibuuka.
the real one. What are the non-negotiable? What are the boundaries? And you say this character, no matter how much money was on the table, good art won't arrive here. I won't take this character off the table.
Definitely. I also told Nathan that I can't undress on stage.
Okay.
I can't love scenes.
Kissing, hugging, what?
You can hug.
Okay.
And mainly the good thing with Beloved, most of the hugging is with my children.
Okay.
Becomes very easy.
Yeah.
But kissing, romantic scenes don't come off very well with me. Maybe because I'm one old, yes.
You've tried and they've failed.
They have failed. Maybe because I'm one old man and I've got other responsibilities in Buganda. I'm a Gombolola chief. I'm a sub-clan head. You're a singer.
So these things are in your head when that scene comes.
I find that abazukulu bagamba, hey, mulabe judge.
Yeah. So that means, is it a now thing, or back in the day you could have taken such scenes?
Earlier, definitely I could.
But you did.
But to date, it becomes very difficult. I mean,
no matter the amount of money on the table.
Who love me a lot.
Right.
Whom I'm their idol.
So you wouldn't want that picture?
Yeah, I would find them trying it out. And then hey, Jaja did this.
Maybe just to say that people who are watching you, and sometimes there's misconceptions. Yes, some came to do it for friendship, some were told to do it for it's our community, talent. But you've stood the test of time. Why?
My talent was identified when I was in nursery. My parents took me to theater when I was 8 years to watch a play by my late cousin, Henry Balamazirwanga. So it means this art has been within me.
Yeah. And nurtured over the years.
Yes. I'm not here by accident. You see, they say everybody who is born with a talent.
Yes.
But the problem is some people die, actually majority die without discovering what their God-given talent is. I think art is my God-given talent and I discovered it.
But you see, you can discover a talent, but not necessarily work on the talent. I can figure out I can sing like an angel, but not have the zeal to keep going and pressing it. But I understand what you're saying. Once you discovered yours, you went with it.
I went with it.
When you know that you have it in you and you're doing it, is there a day you've said, I'm tired, this is not working, the industry is slow, I want to quit, I want to give up? Is there any moment that has made you feel that way in the industry?
Definitely, everything has its shortcomings, everything has its problems, but you have to weigh the good and the bad, which is bigger.
Yeah.
So I don't have that regret.
Okay.
Even in the next world, I would like to be an artist. I would still go for it.
But don't you want to keep up with the times?
We are the best in Uganda, and that is quite enough for me. I'm not saying that I don't appreciate your drive, Marcus. I only wish I could say the same for you, Dylan.
I do my part. I go to work every day, Dad. Don't I?
No, Kulachi.
Which means I have to then ask you, since you will still be in the industry, with all the good that has happened, I know you said the Ugandans relaxed the years before, but now we've set the standard and set the pace. Even in the next years, do you see us going any further, or will there be a laxity? Where are you seeing the industry, especially you who's in it?
It is going on. It is going much further. In the next years to come, the industry, the entertainment industry, is going to be stronger.
Right.
Much as some people today say theater is dying off, it is not. Most of the film people came from theater.
Yes.
So now what will be next, we are going to see drama people coming from film. Because I'm imagining a situation. When people meet us, they ask us, Banangi, why don't you bring us Beloved on stage?
Right.
Okay. So I don't take it lightly.
So you think that the TV will then go
time
back
will
to
come,
theater?
exactly. Time will come when film is going to take theater back on stage.
Yeah.
So the future is not even touched. We can't risk.
We're not
As
close
the
to-
Shama said, "Chintu kizemo okufumba omutuku." People should just kizemo okufumba omutuku.
Wow. Andrew Benon Kibuuka, it's a pleasure getting to know your story. We catch you every Monday to Friday?
Exactly.
And that's on
Pearl Magic Prime.
Yes.
Channel 148. Or Go TV on channel 303. Same time. 8:30 p.m.
Wow.
You never regret.
We love it. We won't regret it. Make sure you catch him. By the way, for this season, I'm Bougie in Bougie. Yes, dressed by Bougie. Thank you so much for making us glam and styled. It's Home of Our Stars Season 2. Bye. The stars are closer than ever before. Watch all your favorite local dramas on Pearl Magic Prime, now available on GoTV Plus and DSTV Access. It's all access to more magic from Pearl. Make sure you have an active DSTV or GoTV subscription.